Welcome back to the channel, folks. We've upgraded our cutting depth today. This is the Milwaukee 10 1/4 inch circular saw. Kind of old school, brushed motor, circa late 90s. It's a slightly newer version available now. No battery version available. If you saw my post on Instagram, like I say, sometimes it's worth running a cord. This will give us 3 9/16 of cutting depth, versus the 7 1/4 full-size circular saw, which gives you a little over 2.5, I believe. I'm not exactly sure now off the top of my head. I like to rattle that stuff off, having just Googled it so that I sound like I just retain all this great knowledge. So I failed to do that. Anyway, this was a huge help because our notch depth is, of course, for 2 layers of 1.5 inch materials, 3 inches deep, and I like to circular saw through the top and the bottom, and then several more times, maybe a half dozen times in between, and then you can just get a cat's paw in there and put a lever on it. This is you know, the way you do most notching for timber framing. Just lever on it and they'll all pop based on the grain. They'll all just pop out and fall out of there like you know, a bunch of, it's kind of fun actually. You can always, if you're worried about, you know, so for fine woodworking, then you want to also cut this edge here so that when they break all up out of there, the very leading edge, you know, is crisp, because you'll be looking at it. These beams, you won't be looking at it. It still came out there really nicely, and so we were able to slice that full depth and then finish with the Sawzall where we needed it. Sometimes, you know, you leave a little triangle or something on the backbone, so you finish with the Sawzall. Anyway, then we get the PL Loctite roof and flashing, and we pump that out in the notch, you know, bottom, back, and top, and then we throw the first layer in there, button pass the joint. Where are they? Right here. So I have a clamp on that, but you know, a full 16 and then whatever's left to get to that end, and then a full 16 back and whatever's necessary here. This is over 24 feet long, so it wasn't 3 16-foot pieces used. It was 2 16s and 2 12s. I didn't have 10s, or we could have gotten what we need out of those, but anyway. And then I put a fresh bead of sealant across the top and a couple lines down that don't reach the bottom, and so moisture permeating in there, if, you know, if it makes it through one barrier, can fall down and out in theory. This is my invention, or whatever, I suppose. And we had to hack off the radon pump, and I believe this is dryers in the basement. We'll just locate those when we're all done here and re-sawzall or re-hole saw the opening, come right through and back, hook everything back up. No problem, you know. Putting a hole through for plumbing and stuff like that should be no issue. So we're just going to throw the last layer on, and then this gets married together as a 2x10. We get 5 fasteners every 16 inches. We'll use construction screws that are coated T25, and then we'll come back and look at it when we've got the other beam in here. Maybe we're starting some floor joists. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you.